Morning, afternoon, I don't know what time you're watching this. It's Wednesday, racing out at Kenilworth. And of course, this maiden juvenile plate, over 1,400 metres for the fillies. At this point in time, because we're recording Monday, there are 12 runners that are on the card. And it does appear to be quite an interesting second race. Let's just talk about the market. Betway's got an early market out, so things naturally will change quite a bit. But Pentalina, Darren Burrows has joined me. He's the guy who said, do it with diamonds will win. He gave a lot of confidence about that over the weekend. So thanks for that, Darren. But this horse, Pentalina, is priced up 7 to 10. And I just wanted to check you're happy with that, Darren.
I wouldn't say she's a 7 to 10 shot. I know last time out she cramped for galloping room at a crucial stage, but she wouldn't have beaten the winner. She would have probably finished a length closer, but she was well beaten on the day, and she had every chance, and she was 6 to 10 on. So I do believe there's dangers. White Waters, the stable companion, this filly, splendid debut. There were 3 direct winners. She flew up for third. Her next start, she was 1 pace back in fourth, but beaten by Kinda Wonderful, who's very decent. And last time out was the 11th from the start, green on the bend, never really got into it, but she's much better than that. So you've got to put 1 and 5 in. But I actually like number 11, Bella Vista. Now, this is a give me the green light out of Bella, and we know how good she was. This filly debuted over 1,100 meters, running on strongly for second. Then they dropped her back to 1,000 meters, which I don't think was the right move. And she was even money. She went up there and was just 1 pace behind them. Now they're going the right trip of 1,400 meters. So the Snaith runner, Bella Vista, versus the 2 Marshall runners for me.
Okay, interesting. And in the World Craft form line that Bella Vista ran to's worked out pretty well. Thanks, Darren. There's the my pot. So on to race number 3. It's a progress plate, and it's over 1,400 metres. Brett Crawford's got quite a few horses in a race like this. No less than 3 runners on the Monday. It's only a 7-horse field. But I guess most will be leaning towards Richard Ferree's ride with that horse, Port Louis. Port Louis does seem to be in pretty consistent form. The last start, there's been a winner from there, so that form line at least has worked out and does appear to be the horse to beat. Whilst it's early and it's a Monday, Betway at Port Louis, Darren, priced up at 8 to 10.
Yeah, a bit skinny in the betting at the moment, but he's my clear-cut first choice in the race. You know, he went to PE for a while with Alan Greff, and he didn't quite put it together. He ran a couple of places on the poly, beaten by Kai's Hope, Gallic Tribe, Narcos, but he wasn't performing to his best ability, and they brought him back to Brett Crawford. And since then, he's run a good 4th to Week and Go All Night. He got beat a length by Rascallion, a horse that ran second in the Met. He ran second to Coastal Commander, who's on the up, giving him 6 kilos. And last time out, he was slow away and never got into the race. So put a line through the last run. So I really believe with Richard Ferree back in the saddle, Port Louis should take some beating. Now, his stable companion, Infrared, he's been gelded. He ran off green with Envy in the Cape Derby last time out. He's lightly raced, 54.5 kilos. Don't ignore Infrared coming out fresh. Of the rest, we jamming. I'm still trying to work this horse out because they try the 1,400 with him again. He used to be a top sprinter, and he hasn't quite delivered, and his rating's starting to drop quite a lot. Rockpool's not a bad horse, but 1,400 should be too sharp.
Thanks, Darren. There's the look at the place accumulator. Okay, welcome back to Betway Weighted to Win. A reminder that if you haven't watched the Anton Marcus interview about the gallops, please do so. It was on YouTube. You can go check it out. And we're doing a panel discussion for the Hollywood Bets Durban July on Thursday. We've invited Betway ambassadors Michael de Kock, Sean Terry, and Anton Marcus to talk Daryl and I, about what they think will happen in the July itself and their own runners they got on the rest of the day. It's always good to find out early what does Sean Terry like, what does Mike de Kock like on the day, that other runners that you might want to include. Now, there's a favourite, Land of the Rising Sun, number 5 on the card, 7 to 10, priced up here. Darren, you keen on that?
Well, Clyde, I mean, in the bypass and the PA, I've gone 3 runners. So obviously it's a bit skinny for me. But in saying that, on debut was beaten 9 lengths or 10 lengths over 1,000 meters. And last time out, I mean, he was 7 lengths off going around the bend. He flew up behind Noonday Gun. There's been a direct winner from the form line from 2 runners. He was running on very strongly at the finish. And surely this could be the right one. But have a look at the stable companion, Arbitration. He was beaten under 2 lengths by Air Raid. We've seen a direct winner from there already, but he was midfield throughout and he was staying onto the line, suggesting the 1,400 meters is going to be ideal. So if not, in not of need of one more run, Arbitration could be a threat. And then I've included Cosmic Rhythm. Now, this horse has been disappointing in the past, but it's changed stables from the Crawford Rick stable to Vaughan Marshall, and I just get the feeling the 1400's his ideal trip. He's run close up 3 times over 1400. But with natural improvements, obviously, Land of the Rising Sun does look the one to beat.
Okay, good summary. Thanks for that, Darren. There's the pick 6. Darren's bankering his own horse, Kelp Forest, who's in great form at the moment. Okay, so it's a 1400 open maiden, and Charlotte Bronte's top of the boards, number 8 on the card, 16 to 10. Then you've got 7 Fairfield, 9 Jet to the Sun, 11 Jet Green, 10 United We Stand, 6 Little Lexi, in that order. So 8, 7, 9, 11, 10, 6 is the order of the betting. But Charlotte Bronte tops the boards, priced up 16 to 10. In as far as the form is concerned, Darren can tell us a bit more, but Richard Ferry's taken the ride on Charlotte Bronte. It's been in solid form so far. I'm just worried about the St. Bridget form line. Hasn't really worked out just yet, but I do know you've got a few horses in your perms here, Darren, so you've played it wide.
I've gone the safe route because Charlotte Bronte, I bankered her last time out over the mile. I thought she would enjoy it. She drifted late, 5 to 2 to 4 to 1. That already put me off. I thought there's no stable money for her. And she ran accordingly. She was one paced in the closing stages, and dropping back to 1400 could suit. But I think she's only 16 to 10 because Richard Fourie taking the ride, because there's no reason why she should be that short in the betting. You've got Fairfield from the Cotson stable that really took off late last time out over 14. She was 10th at the 800-meter marker. She flew up for second behind a runaway winner, Rocking Peony, and can only improve from there. You've got Jet to the Sun. Now, this filly was in the same race as Fairfield. She was beaten 3 parts of a length by Fairfield behind Rocking Peony, and that was a comeback run, so she should improve. There's also a form line with Charlotte Bronte and Jet to the Sun, where they ran a head apart behind Ice Rain. So there's actually, if you go on collateral form, there's nothing between numbers 7, 8, and 9. So you've got to include all of them. And then just a bottom weight I put in with 53 kilos is Blind Faith. She's had her chances from the Andre Stain stable. She's a 5-year-old mare, but she's also just ran 4 lengths off Rocking Peony, and being a handicap from a one draw, she could pop up at any price.
Okay, thank you so much for all of that, Darren. There's Darren's jackpot that's been on screen for you. Hopefully you got all that down by now. Good to have you back. Welcome to this Class 4 over 1,400 metres. This is where Darren's got Cal Forest running, who's got great form, has come well. Does appear to love the out this winter course, which is a much shorter running, as you guys know. It's the course that's closest to the grandstand. That's the winter course if you don't know. And Adam Marcus and Grant van Niekerk, well, Grant rode a superb race, sort of posing for the camera. Darren had a bet, I know, so well done. And I'm sure you plan on taking, Darren, I'm sure you plan on taking some of the 7-2 that Betway priced up early.
He's definitely going to shorten Clyde because he's in top form and I've got a big following. Now, in his penultimate start, we told Older, please just tuck him in off the pace and don't put him in the open. If you let him run loose, like away from other horses, he digs in his toes and he decides not to go on with it. If you want to slice through runners and run at runners, he actually quickens very strongly. So Grant van Niekerk did that the last time as well. I mean, he was sitting ninth, 5 lengths off at the 400, and he sliced his way through the field. And Culp Forest, just loving to run through horses, extended away and won by 2.5 lengths. It was very impressive. And the thing about Culp Forest, he's got a short burst of speed. So you want to hold on to him as long as possible and let that speed come. And with the old course short run in, it suited him down to the ground. And I believe in this company, even though he's gone up 7 points in this type of race, if he's ridden correctly off the pace and runs through them at the finish, I think he could win going away once again. I've taken my chances, I've banked my own horse, and I'm expecting him to make it a hat trick of wins.
Fantastic. We're holding thumbs for you. All right, so we've got the Cape A Stakes now, 1,100 metres. They run them up a straight here. And in this event, top of the boards is Mo Capitano, who's priced up at 18-10, is it? 2-1, I beg your pardon. 2-1. 4 Future Variety, 28-10. And number 8, Questioning, is at 3-1. Perhaps it's between those three, but I've got to say that Mo Capitano has been very, very impressive. Winner of his last 3 starts, absolutely on the trot for Pitt Steyn and Richard Verree. He's done nothing wrong over all 3 of those performances. Now it's in 1,100. He's won 1,000 before. He's won it quite comfortably, actually, and does appear to be the horse to beat, Darren.
Well, Clyde, I've included 4 runners here, but Mo Capitano, after the gelding, he had that one run after the gelding where he ran 5th to the abdicator, and then he's won 3 on the trot. He beat Axel, then he beat Silver Crown in a narrow finish, and then they put him in a top division handicap, and he beat Questioning, who's got a rating of 122, who is best weighted in the race still with that 122 rating. So I've included Mo Capitano. I've included Questioning since they brought him back in trip to the sprints. He's really come well, but he was beaten 1.5 lengths by Mo Capitano, and I think he's 1.5 kilos better off. So you've got to include both. Now, Future Variety ran second to Thunderstruck. I mean, that was a cracking effort from a 3-year-old against some of the best sprinters in the country. That was 1,200 meters, and he does get going late. I'm just concerned the 1,100 meters, he'll be running at them maybe a stride or two too late. But in saying that, he's a top 3-year-old. And then Bereave, Adam Marcus stable is flying at the moment. He hasn't got a lot of horses. He's got in the region of 35, 40 horses in the yard, but he's having winner after winner and a good strike rate. And Bereave ran 4 lengths off Mo Capitano. We know he's better than that. I mean, he beat Gimme a Prince in the Diadem in 2023. So he's got the ability, and you can't ignore Bereave in any bets.
Okay. We'll make sure that goes into the play. As you can see, the 8th race on the card, in terms of what Darren's put up, is the hardest race on the day. Okay, 9th and final race now at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth. Hope you've had a good day's racing so far. Here, Betway on Monday priced up 5-1 the field. So it's an open race, all of 2, I'm in the Buzz, 9, Grew of Ice, 4, Electric Fields, 8, Royal Lithium, 5, Trey Chic, 8, On Board, 1, 1,000 Kisses. I mean, it's in that order. And they've got it. There's, it's quite a challenging race, 5-1 the whole field. Darren, maybe you can summarize and narrow down the last, or I don't know if you can or can't, but maybe we can get a quartet out of this.
Yes, you could get a quartet out of this. This race, it could pay bombs because it's wide open. But I like a horse called Trey Chic. It used to be trained by Justin Snaith. I was still invited to Greg Bort's box on the 6th of December to just teach his staff how to play their swingers and how to get a bet on. They were all new to the game. And I labeled her that day Trey Chic. I thought she was hard to beat after 2 solid seconds. And she beat Charlene by a length and a quarter. She was 11th at the 400-meter mark. She got going, finished strongly. Followed up by a good third in Class 4 company behind Hear My Voice, giving her 4 kilos. Then she was beaten 3 lengths, 2 lengths. Then a bad run behind Double Dream, 4 lengths off. And last time out, she made headway. She made up a lot of ground late to finish a length off Royal Lithium, who she takes on again. But her rating is interesting. She's dropped from an 81 to a 68. And I thought she can get involved. I've tipped her as an each way because I'm not sure if she's going to get there in time because she does stay on late. I'm surprised they haven't tried 1,400 meters with this filly, the manner in which he finishes off her races. But in saying that, testing 1,200 in soft going, I think Trey Chic is an each way bet.
Great, thank you so much for that. Trey Chic, who on the Monday, Betway got priced up at around 7-1. Let's see what happens the last race on the card. Thanks, Darren. Thanks, everybody, for watching Betway's Waiter to Win.